Alright, family, we up. We live. We're going to get into it tonight. Hopefully the message go out. Sasha, can you come here, please?
Yeah.
I need you to go get me 2 waters downstairs, please. Alright, family, let's get it started.
Hey, Cleve, and you have joined us.
You give me one of those glasses. The text went out.
Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.Gye-Nyame.
I gotta update that. I guess.
Let us pray. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judgeth amongst the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? I say, defend the poor and the fatherless, do justice to the afflicted and the needy, deliver the poor and needy, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of court. I have said, you are God, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth. Thou shalt inherit all nations. Allahu Akbar.
This is Camal, folks, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Radio.
Keep up with the journey. Check out what we have done in the past. Go to journeyarchives.com.
This is Abin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
I'm watching. Okay.
Be sure to follow Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. Check us out. Join the journey.
This is Abin Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio with Monica. Enjoy. This is Marina with the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
This is Willie. Welcome to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I want to give a shout out to Silver Kevin. All my Silver Nation out there. I want to give a shout out to my mom. I give a shout out to my dad for raising me and my family for being around me. And I want to give a shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
Your little fancy move. Give me.
This is Cleve.
Yeah, do that.
You're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio.
Go in and give me a napkin too.
Peace, Hotep. This man saw Hotep, aka Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity doesn't sound good. I think it sounds great. Right now, you're listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry his name. This is Brother Hotep coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shout out to out to the Gye-Nyame tribe, Gye-Nyame family. Stand up. Peace.
Gina G, you alright? Gina, you alright?
If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry this name. This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Shouts out to Trisha Sasha. Stand up. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. Peace. This is Gina. And you are now on Gye-Nyame Radio. Peace.
I've had enough. Alright, family, I need to let you know you are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I am your host, Brother Hatem. Right now, we are on the tail end of the discussion and the show called Folk Tales for Grown Folks. And of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simple production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. Hopefully we'll be shattering some old paradigms today, but I'm going to give some people some time to come on up, and if not, then we just had a conversation. But the lines are open, 614-556-4535. This is up on Facebook, it's up on Spreaker. Come on, join the conversation. We all don't have to agree, we all don't have to get along, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, if it get too bad, and we just hang up, you know what I'm saying? And just keep on building, family. All right. It was a beautiful Coogee Chakalee. I was struggling I struggle with this sleep thing, and I got a name for the ailment, and it's not a good. Well, let me put it this way: I ran into somebody who had very similar symptoms to what I have, and I know y'all like just narcolepsy, but they got little categories of. But whatever it is, the drugs that have to be taken, I won't be doing that shit. I'm just saying. The drugs that they prescribe, I will not be doing that shit. Just letting y'all know. Okay? Narcotic level type shit. You know what I'm saying? Some shit where I'll be high. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want it because, once the high starts, I'm a Pisces. Once the high starts, we never want it to stop. So I'm trying to stay high on life. As hard as that shit is, have y'all noticed how hard it is to stay high on life, right? And it's like, and one of the things I've noticed about me as I get older, because just now, and I'm hitting the 50s, and my patience is no longer where it used to be, and it's like my tolerance, and it's like, and I'm starting to really question whether I have been doing an injustice to myself and an injustice to others by sometime allowing some conversations to go on too long, and I'm still working with that. So I hope the family can stick with me as I go through this term, because some Some stuff is just rubbing me. So, but let me make some announcements. Now, the newsletter will be coming out soon, so you'll be able to get that, right? As well as the Daily Toast shirts. I've figured out how to create them myself at a more reasonable price so I could make sure that I could get them into people's hands that want to show their support for Gye-Nyame Journey. The Gye-Nyame Journey shirts will be out soon, the hoodies and the hats and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I mean, just so that we can show the love of our tribe, because we're moving into a time where tribe will be very necessary. You know what I'm saying? Well, actually, we never was in a time when tribe wasn't necessary. We just were we was in a time where you couldn't ignore the tribe. You know, because financially you could afford to ignore the tribe. But we're moving into a time where the major thing that forced tribes together in the first place, well, actually, in order for human beings to survive, we had to tribe up. Because you could not run no damn bear, could not run a cougar, wasn't strong as a bear. You know what I'm saying? So we needed a group. You know what I'm saying? We needed a group to survive. And in order for us to come up out the situation that we are currently facing here in the wilds of North America, right? We need to tribe up. We need to tribe up. We need to find our allies. And you know what I'm saying? We need to get the work done, right? So I'm constantly talking about this whole nation builder piece, right? So we are in the midst of trying to establish cultural stabilizing events. And one of the ones that we're working on right now is we did the Malcolm X Festival, and the Malcolm X Festival was a success. So a round of applause to the team for doing that. Round of applause for the community. Round of applause for the tribe. Right? We're successful in doing that. But so now we're at a point where Marcus Garvey Festival is coming up. So now the issue is the timing, right? How do we do it? Because we got something going on this weekend. Because the weekend of the let me announce this festival. We have, hold on, there we go. Beautiful flyer too. It's on our timeline. It's the Urban Cultural Arts Foundation presents the 12th annual African Village Arts Festival. They will be celebrating. It's a salute to Oganju. Oganju is a Yoruba deity. I think volcanoes. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while. I haven't looked into the Yoruba pantheon, but the flyer is a piece of art. I'm looking at it right now. I am impressed. Right? A salute to Oganju. Saturday, August the 18th, 2018, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And then on, oh my God, I will push ups. So it's Kaumba, August 18th, 2018, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. And on Imani, August 19th, 2018, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Art exhibition, The Digital Realm by Hakeem Raqib from Boston. Vendors, family fun, food. For vending, sponsorship, or performance applications, go to www.galleryinthehood.com or call Zawadi Bookstore at 614-321-2476. Don't just call Zawadi Bookstore. Get up and go to Zawadi Bookstore. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna have bruh put up a flyer so I keep that type of stuff flowing, because in the newsletter, one of the things we want to definitely do is to get out the news about some of the events that's going on, was the ones that's coming, the events that one of us or some of us have went to and had write-ups about them and stuff like that. Let me see. All right, cool. So I'm thinking on NIA August 17th, we're going to be doing something for Marcus Garvey. Now, I ain't going to say the location yet. I'm going to go and talk to my big brother and see if we could possibly use this space. And I know I probably gave it away by saying my big brother, but I got a lot of brothers. But I know some of y'all out there like, brother Hatem, but you so damn old. There's only so many brothers that you got that you could say your big brother. Good point. Good point, Sherlock Holmes. All right, you know what I'm saying? Because you know I got younger brothers, and most of my brothers are younger than me because I am old. You know what I'm saying? So if I do say my older brother, you kind of could figure out who that is, right? So now what I'm doing right now, family, I'm drinking up some of this. This is the yellow cap. Y'all see that? That's that Justice League, the lemon lime ginger and a little bit of cayenne, right? Call it Justice League, you know, because the lemon is, of course, Superman. The lime is Wonder Woman, because they both got very similar powers, right? Then we got the brain of the operation is that ginger, because the ginger moves the blood and get the body all amped up and stuff, and guides what the other two do. But finally, in that Justice League, we added a little bit of the Flash, which makes it move a little bit faster than the ginger is capable of doing it. And that's why we call it the Flash. All right, so we're going to sip on this a little bit. The only thing missing out of this is I didn't put any of the bee pollen in there, because the bee pollen is a major ingredient in what I'm doing now because of the health benefits that the bee pollen also brings. And, you know, you catch us in the morning, we'll talk a little bit about that. All right. Remember, for Gye-Nyame, there's only 4 things you need to do to stay healthy. Proper breathing, adequate water, right? Culturally appropriate water. I'm on that spring water right now, right? Spring water, aquifer water, you know what I'm saying? Proper water, culturally appropriate food, and movement. You got to do some type of movement. Right? Do those 4 things, you keep the doctor up out your life. Right? Most of us aren't breathing right, so our body is dying from suffocation. Or dying from actually having too much damn oxygen. Because some of us just sit around and breathe. That's all we do. Or we might be dying from dehydration. We don't have enough water. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, we thinking the pop and all the other stuff is working. So I try to start my shows off by doing what I tell y'all to do. Then also a culturally appropriate diet. For those of you of African descent, look up the African Heritage Diet. The African Heritage Diet. Diet is very important to culture. I just need y'all to understand that. So we need to start eating some of our cultural foods. I'm not saying give up your pizza. I'm not saying give up some of those other delicacies that you like from other cultures. But what I'm saying is you need to add more things from our traditional culture into your diet. Like, for example, one of the things that I constantly use, palm oil. Right? Palm oil. I know a lot of y'all be like, oh, they say it ain't good for you. Look up the health benefits of palm oil. Right? All that beta carotene is up in that palm oil. You ain't know that, did you? Look, that's why it's orange. You know what I mean? There's beta carotene. There's a lot of beta carotene up in there. You can add a little bit of that into your diet. You know what I'm saying? Now, of course, fermented foods. You know what I'm saying? But hey, we ain't gonna go on. I digress. All right, so let's see what else is in the news. All right, so today I had an opportunity to check out Yvette Carnell's podcast. Her stream on YouTube, and she went in. Now, let me tell you what she went in on. I'm not gonna go through the article because she does an excellent job. You know what I'm saying? And it's really a key point for discussion, but I'm not the one to lead the discussion because I get too sensitive about these subjects, right? So I'm not good at this one, because I was trying to talk and to someone earlier today, I couldn't do it because I got too involved, right? You know what I'm saying? The article that she was talking about was My Great Grandfather, the Nigerian Slave Trader, by Adobe Tricia Nwabani, right? And it's in the New Yorker. The article is available. It's online right now. It's about 10 pages. It's not a super long read, but it's very insightful. Sister goes ham on She goes ham on African. I mean, she comes hard with it, right? And the information she got is good, whether you agree with it or not, because some of us are still Pan-Africanists, and but I'm listening to arguments, it's making some sense, and you have to really ask the question: what do we do about those people who, you know what I'm saying? First off, one of the pieces that her and Tone Talks both stress, and I do agree with 100% with this one, is that we are our own tribe, and we got to figure out who we are so that we can figure out how we fit into the world of tribes, even when it comes to us dealing with our family in Haiti, and dealing with our family in Jamaica, and dealing with our family in the other Caribbean islands, and dealing with our family in Africa, and dealing with our family in Brazil. We have to understand that we are a tribe, and as a tribe, we have to start taking our interests. We have to start looking at our interests and dealing with our interests first, and stop being this universal people who's willing to lay it down for everybody else but us. That's that slave shit. But let me go and open this, and then we're gonna get into the folktale. So of course, when you get this from me, we keep it live around here. This is a living product, living and breathing. So when you open it, don't go chasing waterfalls. See, I'm not playing, family. It's a live, living drink. Very good for you. It's a natural probiotic. Something you can make in your own home. If you don't have time to make it in your home, you can get that ambrosia by Gye-Nyame Journey. We have no problems with trading with you for it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to purchase it, if you want to trade something, I mean, we can work something out. But if you want to learn how to make it on your own, I have no problem with making sure that you're able to do that. You understand what I'm saying? Because I appreciate the family either way. You know what I'm saying? Because the whole piece is, I honestly believe that this will help with some of the ailments that some of us may be dealing with in our lives. You know what I'm saying? I'm not promoting it as a cure for nothing, but I'm thinking that it can be a good addition to any health regimen that you may have. You know what I'm saying? So, and you can have it fresh on your counter every day that you make. Oh, this one is full of life. Look at that. Look at that. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, so I want y'all to see the head now. You can hear it. Y'all hear it? Listen. You hear it on Spreaker? Y'all hear it? You hear it talking? You hear it? Like I said, either you get this from me or I can teach you how to make it yourself. Man, look at that. Talk to me, baby. Talk to me. Man. All right, cool. So now that we done had our commercial break, it's on to the folktale. But hold on. Let me make sure, because I want to post this up for everybody. Let's post this up. Make sure that y'all know that you get that. We got those t-shirts. We're going to be producing those t-shirts real soon, family. I want to make sure that all of y'all that's on the Daily Toast, because I think I'm going to do one for folktales for grown folks too. But, one step at a time. One step at a time. Now, I ain't saying that to sell for the ones on $10, but you're gonna have to get through and find a link with the $10 one, because in a minute I will be cutting that off. So, but this right here is the one for $15. This one right here is the one for $15. And like I said, if you got the old link, you can get the shirts for $10 as long as that link is on. But I will be cutting it off real soon. So I'm trying to tell you, family, take advantage. You know what I'm saying? Get them early, right? Because they're going to be going. All right. So now, we are on Folk Tales for Grown Folks. The folk tale for the day is The Monkey and the Camel. The beast of the forest gave a splendid party at which the monkey stood up and danced. Having vastly delighted the assembly, he sat down amidst universal applause. The camel, envious of the praises bestowed on the monkey and desiring to divert to himself the favor of the guests, proposed to stand up in his turn and dance for their amusement. He moved about in so utterly ridiculous a manner that the beast, in a fit of indignation, sat upon him with clubs and drove him out of the assembly. Let me read that again. The beast of the forest gave a splendid entertainment, but basically it's a party. The beast of the forest gave a splendid entertainment or a splendid party at which the monkey stood up and did his thing. He stood up and he danced. Having vastly delighted the assembly, he sat down amidst universal applause. Everybody was giving him shots out to Monkey. Monkey, oh, Monkey, you are the bomb, dog. I knew it. I knew that monkey had talent. The camel was envious. Envious of all the praise bestowed on the monkey, and desiring to divert to himself the favor of the guests, proposed to stand up in his turn and dance for their amusement. He moved about in so utterly a ridiculous manner that the beast, in a fit of indignation, set upon him with clubs and drove him out of the assembly. Now, the moral says it is absurd to ape our betters. Now, I just want to be clear, right? So, because this one right here is an apt one for nation building. It's an apt one for some of the issues that we have when we're doing the actual work out here in the community. One of the things that you have is first off, and one of the reasons it's like this is because a lot of times you can't find enough people. When you find people, you still so used to doing everything that you try to do everything. So I just want to put this in, at least for this moment, put this in the context of somebody that's been used to doing everything, right? And you have community organizers so used to doing everything that they continue doing that. Or you have a business owner or the CEO who's so used to doing stuff that they're doing everything, right? And finally they get somebody that's able to do it a little bit better than them, and they're not comfortable with the praise that this individual gets when they come in and do it. So now the camel, see, because I want to first, let's start with that moral. It said it is absurd to ape our betters. Now, first off, it's very interesting when you look at the term ape, right? Apes were known as very imitative beings. As a matter of fact, one of the symbols for Tahuti is ape. Is an ape. And it said that he was the ape, or it was the ape of God, and Tahuti basically was called the ape of God because he imitated the divineness of the deity. Aping something is in a sense a form of flattery, and in the right situation can work to the benefit of the whole, but also, just like you've seen in this story, it can work against you. Now, let's be clear. It says it is absurd to ape your betters. Now, we need to be clear on what the monkey was the better at. Right? The monkey is not better at carrying loads. The monkey is not better at walking across a desert or walking and carrying heavy loads for long distance. The monkey is not better at controlling its thirst. The monkey is not better in strength. You understand what I'm saying? The camel stepped out of his lane. The camel was trying to do something that was not natural for the camel. It's natural for the monkey to move and to dance and to be able to do acrobatic moves to keep people impressed and stuff, because that's what monkeys do to survive. A monkey is off of the ground a lot and is up in the air, so it's used to jumping and learning to do flips and to do incredible things up in the air. But you put a load on a monkey, and a monkey will not be able to compete with the camel. First off, the camel was out of line because the camel wanted the spotlight. See, because for all we know, the camel carried the camel. I need to see what's going on here because it keep on popping out. The camel, for all we know, the camel carried all of the equipment so that the party could go down. But the camel wanted all of the attention, right? So he decided to ape his betters. Okay. All right. Something going on in the community. There's something going on in the neighborhood. There's something going on in the neighborhood. I wish you could be mine. All right. So the key piece. The key piece that we need to understand is that when they talking about aping the betters, it's like better in certain situations. It's not the monkey is better than the camel or the camel is better than the monkey. But as far as dancing, as far as what this story is about, you know what I'm saying, the monkey was the better. And the camel was trying to sit up there and steal the spotlight. Why? Because he was jealous. And jealous and was trying to move up out his lane. And we see this oftentimes in our community. We got individuals in our community, got individuals in our organization that want to do everything. So they end up looking like a goddamn fool trying to do everything. Rather than just focusing and doing and staying, in a sense, staying in their lane. You know what I'm saying? I'm guilty of it. And I'm quite sure if everybody was here to do some introspection, you would know that you have been guilty of this too. Slow down and do you. And I think that's the message in the story. Do what you're good at. Stop trying to ape other people. And then you got to be clear. Let's be clear on this. The camel wasn't trying to ape as a compliment. The camel wasn't trying to ape to improve himself or to improve the gathering for the people. The camel was trying to ape to overshadow. The camel was trying to ape to steal all of the accolades. The camel was trying to ape to get all of the attention. We know people like this, right? We just can't let somebody be good. We can't let somebody have an upper hand. We can't allow somebody to have the spotlight in anything. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes some people want to do everything, and it's like this is one of the pieces one of the two pieces that break down all organizations. One, of course, 20% of the people do 80% of the work, right? And in some cases, 10% of people do 90% of the goddamn work, right? And the other part is, so you got some that's doing everything, but then you got, then on the other end, you got that one person trying to do 100% of the work because he or she don't want to share any accolades with anybody else. They on that bullshit. They on there trying to control some shit, right? They're aping their betters, right? They're trying to outdo their betters, not for the benefit of the whole, but for the benefit of themselves. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the marketer. I'm going to be the talent. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be the accountant. I'm going to be the soldier. I'm going to be the commander and the chief. Right? I'm going to be the worker. I'm going to do it all, goddammit. I could do it all. And the only thing I'm saying is, family, when we really start forming and molding ourselves into the tribe that I know is there, we all gonna start falling into our place. I'm gonna do what I'm good at. You gonna do what you good at. She gonna do what she good at. The baby gonna do what they good at. We're gonna be able to be successful. Why? Because now we got individuals that have mastered their skills, doing their part. You see what I'm saying? You know what make a liver cell special? The liver cell has mastered being a liver cell, and in most cases is very satisfied with being a liver cell, and is able to be a liver cell much better than any other cell in the body, because it is in the liver, it's working in the liver. You know what I'm saying? But there becomes a problem when you have this liver cell trying to be a heart cell. The liver cell and the heart cell work. Might be a minute little difference, but that minute little difference in the system can cause a total malfunction. And we got to remember, we like cells in it. You know what I'm saying? Each group, each tribe, right? It's like a body. It's like a body. And each individual is a cell within that body. So that cell has to know its place. When the cell don't know its place and it's bouncing around trying to do everything, I'm going to be the heart cell. I'm going to be the heart. I'm going to be the liver. I don't need no other cells. I'm going to be the digestion. I'm going to be the heart that pumps the blood, and I'm going to be the blood that's pumped. Can't do every goddamn thing. Slow down. Take your time. Allow somebody else to get some light. Allow somebody else to shine. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, I understand it from both ends. Because sometimes you got people so used to doing all the work, because nobody's doing shit, that in our community, in our tribes, they like, shit, I'm gonna do it all. But then when they start getting help, they don't even know how to accept the help, because they so used to people saying they gonna help and then maybe falling off of some shit. And I don't know if that was the issue with the camel. The camel just wanted to be the camel just wanted to be the big hump on campus. The camel wanted to be high on the hill. You know what I'm saying? You know, hey, I'm just saying, you know, the point I'm trying to make, family, is very simple. And we're gonna shut this down, because obviously nobody's calling in. Get in where you fit in. Do what you're a master at. And be satisfied with the accolades that come with that. And realize that some things that are done receive more applause than others. But because they receive more applause does not make them more important. See, because the piece that I'm trying to get you to understand, I don't know the background of the story. For all we know, it was a camel that may have carried all that stuff to the party so that the party could have went down. Right? Now, I want you to remember this, because in ancient times it was a little bit different, and a little bit rougher than we were. When the camel got up and wasted their time, they didn't just ignore him or her. They ain't just let them carry on. Nah. They grabbed sticks and chased that motherfucker up and out. And in a sense, family, we kind of got to be the same way. You know what I'm saying? Maybe this is why my tolerance is. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, damn, I'm seeing a lot of camels trying to dance, and it's like, I'm about to chase your ass up out of here. I ain't got time. I really don't have time for this. All right. So, family, this is Brother Hatim. This is Gye-Nyame Journey Media. This is Folk Tales for Grown Folks, and of course, you know this is a Heart of a Simba production. Where we strive to blow up your old paradigms. I'm going to bed so I get up and I can work out. Wow, somebody is texting the hell up out of me. Oh, here we go. I want to look at one more article. I want to read this article real quick. All right, this article right here, because we ain't really get to cover it yet this morning. So I'm getting up a little bit. I'm trying to get up a little bit early so I can go through some of the mail. Now, if there's any comments or any further ideas on the folktale. Now, what I'm going to be able to do, because the way that the newsletter will be a live digest, a living thing, right? So we're going to send out an initial copy. But throughout that month, we will be adding stuff. So I will be adding the weekly folktale and the weekly proverb. You know what I'm saying? So you have proverbs of the week or a proverb, a quote of the week. Then you also have a folktale, right? All of them ain't going to, eventually, we almost done with ASAP. We are on page 282. And this means, hold on, let me go back. This means, so 282 minus 18. 282 minus 18, 2 minus 18, 12, 4. That's 7. So we did about 262. We've been on this for 262 episodes. Family, I can't get no more consistent than that. 262 episodes. You know what I'm saying? That's almost a year worth of days. That's like one 262, and it's only 54 weeks in the year. That means we have been working through this book for damn near 216 would be 4 years. So we are over 4 years with this book. Alright? So family, we ain't playing, but let's go and look at this. What it is like to be a school therapist. Mental health workers are overstretched and budgets are tight, but demand for care is soaring. Public schools across the United States are scrambling to manage students' mental health. And the problem is only getting worse. 1 in 5 kids between the ages of 3 and 17 show signs of mental health disorders. According to the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention, the nonprofit Mental Health America has noted a 3% increase in cases of children with severe depression. Over the past 5 years, the number of kids hospitalized for thoughts of suicide or attempted suicide has been rising for the last decade, according to a new study. Early identifications and care for critical, and some schools have dedicated mental health professionals available for students. But these workers are overstretched and the budgets are tight, especially in rural areas. Are we still dropping bombs over in Afghanistan? I'm just saying. Meaning many kids go overlooked and families don't always have an adequate insurance coverage for treatment. Meanwhile, a staggering 63% of children with major depressions reported that they did not receive care according to the Mental Health of America. So family, I'm just reading this to let you know that our babies are suffering. So, of course, a majority of this is because if I go a little bit farther, you're going to see our schools mentioned a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get into the urban piece, and I'm not going to take it there right now, but I'm just letting y'all know our kids are suffering. So what we need is, not only do we need therapists in schools, we need concerned parents in schools that are willing to work with not only their kids and look out for their kids, but to be at the school and to actually, you know what I'm saying, be maybe a sounding board. You're not a therapist. I don't want you up in there trying to do therapy, but you know what I'm saying, get involved in the school around you, in your grandkids or your kids' school, so that you could be one of those emergency crisis people. And I ain't just talking about because I'm not worried about the shootings. What I'm worried about is those unseen things, because we got teachers and we got classrooms that are overcrowded and we got a whole bunch of fuckery going on. We need to have intelligent adults who know how to deal with deal with incidents. And sometimes it don't take nothing but being that person to be there to calm down. Go ahead, let me hear you. Just saying. And I know it's hard sometimes. I know it's hard because we've been trained to be like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes, some of these kids, they get that at home. They don't need that everywhere they go. All right, family, this is Brother Hatim, and I'm out. Y'all have a great night. Make sure you like and share, right? Like and share. Share on your timeline. You know what I'm saying? Let people know you enjoy Gye-Nyame Journey. Let them see the shirt. Daily Toasters. Help me push some of these shirts off. Let's raise this money. All right. This is Brother Hatim. What you raising money for, Brother Hatim? We always have camping trips. I always got camping trips. I'm always broke during a camping trip. I would love to have a camping trip. Like back in the day when I used to be able to take the young men when we was doing the Underground Railroad. You know what I'm saying? We'd be able to go, we'd go camping and be able to go out and buy shit right then. I mean, we still do that right now, but it ain't like back in the day. We used to, you know what I'm saying? We used to have a lot. And I want to get it back like that, but I want it to be funded by us, for us, by us. You know what I'm saying? So our kids could really see us doing some stuff. And they really have something to talk about, right? Yeah, we really raised this money and we did these camps. We're doing these gardens and we built a market and we, you know what I'm saying? Because one of my goals is maybe not for this year, but to be able to produce enough food out of the garden during the wintertime I think we should be able to do this during the wintertime this year to be able to bring the salad for the Karamu for Kwanzaa. You know what I'm saying? That means having enough salad, enough cucumbers, enough lettuce, enough some herbs, and you know what I'm saying, to have a salad there, and maybe even provide the greens. Not playing. All right, but family, we're gonna make it happen. This is Brother Hatim, and of course you know this is Gye-Nyame Journey, and I am out. Peace.